Okay, we have number 34 with the why do we have a bris mila? Why this circumcision? It's such a strange a commandment. It seems almost barbarian. It seems like really. I mean, it is really painful. So what is this commandment? What it has to do with being a Jew? Why do we do on the 8th day? Like, what's this commandment all about? As we know, this is the primary commandment that was made by Abraham, the first thing that Hashem commanded Abraham in terms of really having a covenant with God. A bris, it means a covenant, is to have that physical sign on him, and basically to be constantly aware that you belong to God. So what does that mean? It means that I have a sign that I am attached eternally to God, and it's something that can be removed. As we know, when we make the choice to be Jewish, we receive a Jewish soul. When one converts, and one becomes, in a way, married to God. That's why the highest level of our relationship with God is like husband and wife. Usually the metaphor is God is the husband and we are the wife, just like in Shir Hashirim. So we have to understand this is why the brit mila happens on the male organ. Why does it have to happen on the sexual organ? It's such a strange place. Maybe there's something on the ear or something on the nose. Why does it have to be on the sexual organ? Well, it's very, very deep. But the basic understanding is, what is this organ used for? This organ is used to make love, to become one with one's spouse. Basically, what we're saying is that I am becoming one with Hashem. When I convert, or when I become a Jew, or right with the first Jew being Abraham, he was saying, I'm become married with God, and therefore my intimacy becomes my spiritual intimacy becomes the one that I'm going to only direct with God. That's number one. Number two is represent the fact that every pleasure I have in me, the highest physical pleasure being the sexual pleasure, even that is going to be dedicated in order to serve God. It's going to be dedicated for the purpose of bringing people in the world, souls into the world, children who are going to serve God. It's going to be dedicated to connect to God. Every pleasure I have, my whole entire body, my entire me is going to be here and used to come closer to God, to make the world a better place. So that's what makes us different than a non-Jew, essentially, and it's a sign that's a constant reminder of our deep relationship with God. Now, what on the 8th day? The reason we do it on the 8th day is because 8 represents transcending nature. Transcending nature, 7 represents the nature, the 7 days of the week, the cycle. 8 is transcending the cycle, lemala min hateva. And number 8 means that I am gonna even control the strongest desires and temptation, lust in me, and use that for holiness. Use that for my wife. Use that for I'm using my entire life for my connection with God. And when one does that, one goes above the nature, above one's physical need, and achieve a level that is higher than nature, and therefore I can experience God on a much higher level, and literally have sometimes miracles happen to me. If I live above nature, God treats us as if we're above nature, and that's why actually Abraham ended up having a child, which was according to nature, according to the stars, astrology, he was not able to have a child, and this enabled him to transcend nature and change everything, and he was able to live on a level that is above nature. So those are the main ideas. Some people ask, why doesn't a woman have a brit mila? And I think the basic answer, the reason she doesn't have a sign, is because she's one with her husband. Men have certain responsibilities, women have certain responsibilities. uh, uh, when the man has the brit mila, this is used only for his wife, and the wife becomes integral part of that commandment, and therefore, since they are really one body and one soul, one does it, as if the other does it. It's the same reason why the woman lights the candles in the home, the man doesn't do it. They both have a mitzvah to light candles, but it's the woman who does it. She has that special mitzvah, and when she does it, she attached to her husband, and therefore they complete each other. So that's the one of the reasons why the women don't have a brit mila, because it's on the man's side to have it. Yeah.